lucky me, I get to re-narrate this. So anyways, Pokemon Pearl, these are my shinies on Pearl. If I had known I had to re-narrate this, I would have just kept it in the other video and sped it up. But yeah, so basically I started out by showing off my team for some reason because I traded Pokemon because Pro. Anyway, I go over to the PC, which is kind of laggy since computer kind of sucks, but yeah, at least I have a computer. So boot up PC, go into the Pokemon stuff because I can. And these are my boxes, and I passed the wrong box, not bus. So this is my first shiny. I caught it in Ruby. It was interesting. I'd actually forgotten about shinies when I actually caught it. So yeah, don't ask me how you can forget about that. I'd actually had to thank shinies to get me back into the game because I'd actually considered quitting Pokemon quite a while back because it was boring, but then I found out stuff that was actually cool. So Pachirisu is my first shiny that I captured in Perlal. I had narrated this live, but yeah, I kind of failed exporting it on Audacity because, yeah, this is my Budu, which is the actual first wild one that I caught that was random because I was chaining when I caught the Pachirisu. And it's adamant. It's clearly a good nature for a Budu. And yeah, I caught it randomly. I don't know where it came out. This is the first shiny that I actually caught where I saw the shiny patch, which was cool. And it's bold nature, but what are you going to do? This is the first one I actually saw the shiny patch on, and it led me to further time of actually catching more shinies. This one was lucky. I caught that in the sandstorm place, and it's really hard for me to see in there. It's practically impossible for me to chain there. And pretty much, this is the next one. I have the platinum one, which is the adamant one, and this is Jolly. Or are they both Jolly? I can't even remember. And this is Krabby. I remember the day I caught this. I can remember it like it was yesterday, even though it was 2 years ago. And now this is just, I mean, I went to my grandpa's that day, so yeah. This is Puffy, not high Puffy on Yumi or anything, but I do have the naive nature, which is kind of cool. I might actually use it. Even the highest IV is HP, according to the status on it. This is Electrike. He's Zaps. I don't know why I needed Zaps. I couldn't think of any creative names back then. I wasn't actually battling competitively, so I didn't really think about clever nicknames for my Pokemon. This is Nopass. I have two of those. One's named Robotnik because Probopass kind of looks like a Robotnik. This one's weird. It's hard to chain in that area because the patch is so small. Anyway, this is one of the 3 Ninkatas I caught. This is one of the 2 Dustoxes I caught. My other Ninkata is on Platinum, which I evolved it, and another one that didn't evolve, but yeah. This is my Cascoon in the Dustox that I just showed a minute ago. This is my Bronzor. He's cool, but he's heat-proof, and yeah, that's a fail, because heat-proof isn't really good on Bronzong. You want to have Levitate. Quiet Ghastly, because everybody runs Quiet Gengar. You don't want Gengar to be fast, you want it to be slow. Now here's my one of many Starlies. This is the first chain that I got over 100 on. And I had stopped at 101. I caught quite a few of them, and the one that I showed in the Platinum part is the best one that I caught. And yeah, I caught a lot of adamant ones. This is my Porygon that I caught. Piertoso is its brother. Caught them on the same day, if I'm not mistaken. When I left my DS on all night and then caught it the next day. I can't remember. And this is my Miltank. Hardy natured. I caught a couple of Miltanks later on, but This is my Houndoom, mild nature. Don't know what that does. I think it lowers special defense, if I'm not mistaken, while hiring special attack. This is my Sassy Snover, which I was hoping I'd get a better nature, but what are you gonna do? This is my Furret, which I traded for a hacked Celebi and a hacked. No, wait, it was hacked Totodile. It was shiny, and it had 0 IVs and everything. Never mind. But yeah, never trade shinies for legitimate stuff or illegitimate stuff. I had 5 Smeargles, but I traded one for a hacked Celebi and a presumably hacked Mew. This is my Lax Bagon. This is my Lickitung, which I named Lickster because, yeah, I failed at nicknames. This is my Fanpy. I have 2 Fanpys. The Dawn Fan that I showed in the... I'll show it in here. It's the other one. This is my Calm Duskclops. I might actually use those Dusknoir someday, but I like this shiny Duskclops. It looks cool. It's all red and whatnot. This is my Smeargle. This is the Jolly one. It didn't get Technician, but then again, its attack fails, so why would you need Technician? I might actually use this. I don't know. Smeargle's cool. And I caught quite a few of them. All the ones that are terrible natures are Technician, so yeah, just my luck. Actually, the naive one's not terribly natured and whatnot, but what are you gonna do? my Brave Snover, which I always get confused with other things, but I want it to be a shiny one female so I can get a snow. Yes, snow. I wanted to have a Frost Lasso shiny because they look kind of cool. Bashful, Naughty, and I think Quirky, yeah. Basically, I caught those all in a row. All three of them had electrizers on them, but I didn't want to evolve them. This is my Rash Gligar. It must have been hanging out with Jimmy Shaman because, yeah, I'm not going to make that joke again. And this is my Slack Off. I caught quite a few Slack Offs. I think this is the highest chain I have, 113 with those. I probably should have shown the bottom screen with that, but I forgot. I traded over one to Platinum, and I have one in the EV Train box on this game, so I don't exactly remember how many I caught. That one also has a Rash. Must have been hanging out with my Electrike and Jimmy Shaman and everything else. This is my Beautifly. I caught it on the third chain. I think I actually recorded the capture of that one, but I don't know. My camera kind of sucks. This is my Circe Zigzagoon. He's Circe. He has Gluttony. But, of course, the only one that I caught that was Jolly has Pickup, because that's clearly useful in competitive battling. And for the most part, I have a Vileplume, which Jimmy pronounced Vileplume, and I have a Bell Awesome, which is also Circe, because being Circe is awesome. And this is my weird Chansey that I randomly ran into. Named it Evil, because it is evil. Now I have my Adamant Zubat, which I wish I could have used, but doesn't have any egg moves, so yeah. Adamant, Jolly, Weasel, might actually use him, I don't know. Hasty, might actually use him, don't know. Quiet, definitely not going to use, even with Swift Swim. That's my awesome Metatite. I don't remember what chain I was on when I found it, but I found it and it was Jolly and I was happy. Because it was a random encounter, I think. This is a Modest Magnemite. Both of the ones I caught were Modest, and this one actually has Magnet Pull, but I don't think people run Modest on most of theirs, so I could run it as a novelty set or something, who knows. I actually got Pokerus in this game legitimately, so yeah. I trade all my legitimate Pokerus over, and I don't cheat for Pokerus like some people. These are all my Adamant EVs. They're all cool, all of EV, shiny evolutions and whatnot. Eevee's just an awesome Pokemon. This is my Sassy Nidoran. I have the Nidoking that's its brother, I guess you could say. The Ray Decay, because this one actually sucks compared to the other one. This is my Shinx. I caught quite a few Shinx. It was 107 chain if I'm not mistaken. One of them was captured in a Cherish Ball, but that's because I got somebody to trade one over because I wanted to do that for lulz. Most of these are pretty good, but I wanted to get Ice Fang on them since it's actually quite a good thing to have on them. And the one that's in the Cherish Ball is legit. I could change it in Pokestave if I really wanted to. This is my Calm Lopunny. I have another Lopunny that's Jolly if I'm not mistaken, but I don't know where it is. I think I traded it to Heart Gold and Soul Silver, but I didn't include that in these videos. This is my Brave Abra. It's related to the one on Ruby, I guess. And this one's Bold Glade. I wanted a male one because they look cool. And this is my Robotnik because, you know, shiny Probass, as I said earlier. And then there's my two Snubbles if they ever appear again. Snubble's kind of cool shiny. I don't like its evolution shiny, but Snubble's cool. Zangoose looks freaking awesome shiny. Brave, Rash, Jolly, etc. These are all cool Pokemon. Zangoose is awesome. So this is my Ponyta's. The one that I showed on Platinum is the only decent natured one, but it has a terrible thingy. This is my other Miltanks that I captured. Got bored, randomly chained them again, left my DS on overnight, caught someone on the 11th. This is my other Tauros, that goes with the other one on Platinum, and this is my Poochyena from Emerald, which I obviously cloned. And the last Pokemon I have is the shiny Machoke, which is quite win, I must say. Although this is probably the last shiny I caught on here, I think. Yeah, October 4th. So going on along to my EV Train box where I have more shinies. Because I was planning on EV training some of these guys, but Platinum came out, and I wasn't bothered to trade them over because I only have one DS. I have to get other people and bother them to trade things over. So I have my Celebi that I traded. No, it's hacked. It has 0 as a Pokemon Trainer ID, so as a secret ID, so I know it's obviously hacked. And there's Dialga from Global Trade Center. There's my Slack Off that I considered EV training since it actually has decent IVs, although it's lonely nature, so I don't think I'd use it. It would die in one hit. And I think that's all for Pearl in this box. In my next box, I do have some shinies. Namely, my randomly named Destroyer, the Donphan, which is quite cool. I used to run Uter Sleuth on it because I wanted to be able to hit ghosts with Rapid Spin. And it's okay. I mean, it's not superb. I don't use them anymore. So I hope you enjoyed these videos. I like showing off shinies because I caught over 100 of them, and it's a lot of hard work. I have like 900 hours on this game because I left it on all night a couple of times. So yeah, that was fun. Hope you enjoyed.